This is a damage hearing in the matter of Samrat Singh versus Rodney Hall and Jamie Bryant. The file number is 25612LT. This is a claim for money damages in a case that was an earlier possession judgment in June. Mr. Singh is asking for $8,100, and we're about to talk about that just in a moment. So first thing I'm going to do is put everybody on the roll. Mr. Singh, you swear affirm, everyone please raise your right hand. Mr. Hall and Ms. Bryant are also present by Zoom. Do you all swear or affirm any testimony you're about to give in this matter will be true to the best of your knowledge and belief?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. All right. So Ms. Bryant and Mr. Hall, we're going to be working from this document, which you should have a copy of. It's called a supplemental complaint for money damages. So Mr. Singh, your claim is that rent is $5,400 from November of 24 to April of 25. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
This one kicks off like a drama. A landlord looking for over $8,000. Tenants dialing in over Zoom like it's a reality show. But what we're really watching is the fallout of a messy tenancy and a judge trying to sift through all the damage and drama.
It was for a weekly payment, Your Honor. It was for $110.
All right. Mr. Singh, rather than fight about it, are you willing to concede $110?
Your Honor, if we remember the last time we met together, so they actually agreed that that rent has been not paid from November 2024 till April 2025, and there is some amount due from October.
Already, we're seeing friction. Singh is organized, but the tenant disputes even a small $110 payment. That moment says a lot. Every dollar matters here because no one's trusting the other side.
Just a minute. Tell me about that, Mr. Singh.
So when they left the property, they left with a lot of garbage in there, a lot of trash in there. So which we took it out, and then that was like $250 just for the garbage, just for the garbage. I'm not talking about any. I'm sorry?
You took that to the landfill?
Yeah. So we actually put them in the trash bags and we took it away. And then that cost us like total amount of like around, it was more than $250, but then I don't remember top of my head, but we rounded off.
Replace windows, doors, smoke detectors, etc.
Right. So when they were living there, for some reason, the window was broken, which I think the sheriff officer, when we were there to take the access of the property, he also noticed that the window in the kitchen was broken, and then the whole floor in the kitchen was like messed up. So we actually changed the whole floor. And then second, when they left the property, they were having cars in the living room. So the whole wall mess up. So we have to paint all those up again. And then upstairs was a lot of mess. So we have to get some like windows replaced up at the rooms also.
They had a car in the living room?
I'm sorry?
They had a car in the living room?
Yeah, they're little cars. I think Hot Wheels.
Okay.
They used to collect a lot of Hot Wheels cars.
When Singh describes the mess, garbage bags, broken windows, even cars in the living room, the emotion shifts. He's not just mad, he's exhausted. You can hear that this rental didn't just cost him money, it cost him peace.
For damage.
The window in the kitchen was already broke. The ones upstairs were replaced before we moved in. We asked for the kitchen floor to be replaced
Multiple times because it was
Bad when
it
we
was
lived-
horrible.
We lived there. The trash came from the neighbor
Is it on your property?
because it's
Because
right
we-
next to it's a shared
It's a
apartment,
shared apartment.
a duplex.
We lived with the trash for 2.5 years.
Your Honor, the trash I'm talking about was inside the property, not outside the property. I'm not talking any trash, any garbage, which is
But you
outside
added
the
it to
property.
that. You added it
No,
to
no.
that pile.
All right. All right.
Now flip the script. Bryant and Hall push back. It was already broken. The trash was the neighbors. It's the classic rental standoff. Landlord versus tenant, and no one kept receipts.
property which was damaged, which we have to
You have
replace,
looked.
other than
Stop,
windows,
stop,
doors,
stop. All right, go
other
ahead.
than
I'll give you a chance
windows,
to speak.
doors, smoke detectors.
All right,
all-
all right. Okay, you need to do a better job of detailing it, just throwing it into a big lump and say other. So,
Okay.
all right, smoke detector, my smoke detectors all went off at 11 o'clock last night.
I'm sorry.
I had to replace a bunch of batteries. Finally, it stopped. All right, what else, sir?
That's all. And I think the court fees are like all the court fees, which I have to pay.
The judge isn't buying inflated claims. Singh tried to round up court costs to $500, but got called out. It's a moment that reminds us.
Yes,
Your Honor.
$900.
I think there was, but I don't remember that at time.
It's
But
on-
I know.
Oh my gosh.
At least $900.
Jamie, listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay.
I'm saying
Hold
what
it.
I'm saying is,
Yours.
I think there was, but I don't have the paperwork at the moment with
I
me.
do.
All right, all
Yeah.
right, well, they say there was, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
assume that there's a $900 security deposit.
Plus,
So
they
we're
kept my
gonna-
last check from work.
Plus, they kept Rod's last paycheck to cover.
All right, well, tell me about that.
Go ahead.
I went to get my check on payday. His dad kept it and told me I couldn't have it unless I cashed it and endorsed it to him.
How much was it?
$120 some dollars.
Specifics matter more than stories. Clip 6. Things take a turn. Defendants claim the landlord kept their paychecks. That's more than money. That's power. When people feel trapped financially, court is often the last place to find relief.
Did all the
Mr.
maintenance on all of their places.
For
And
Mr.
we are the
Garland.
ones that purchased those and put them in the house.
Stop. Miss Bryant, we're in a court proceeding. Only one person can talk at a time, and you don't have to shout. I'll give you a chance to speak, but wait until your turn.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's not how you conduct yourself in a court proceeding, even if you are mad about it. All right, Mr. Bryant, you were telling me about those other items. Smoke detectors.
Yeah. I'm the one that was responsible for all the property, making sure all that was there. There was nothing missing from any property. I had all his properties pass inspection by the city of Sturgis. So clearly everything was there.
All right. Here's my ruling.
Judge snaps. Brian's shouting. This isn't just disrespect. It shows the emotional overload. When people feel unheard, they don't wait their turn. But in court, patience isn't optional.
I think the rent is accurate.
Yes.
$5,400 in rent. The electric bill is not in there. The water bill is not in there. Garbage, $250. He indicated it's garbage in the premises. He actually spent more than that, but rounded it down to $250. I'm going to allow $450 for windows, doors, smoke detectors, but other of $1,500. I don't even know what it is. So we're gonna take that out.
It was just miscellaneous, our spending our time in there and then moving them out was
Yeah,
like a
but
lot
see,
of trouble.
you
And then the
you don't
late
get,
fees.
you don't get money for that, and you can't just
Right,
lump it
but-
in as other. You have to specifically say what
You're
it
right, Your
is.
Honor, but I haven't charged any late fee, any rental late fee in
All
there.
right.
That's just their actual rent.
$5,400 plus $250 for the garbage plus $450 for the other stuff, and I just eliminated $1,500 worth. That's $6,100.
Yeah.
The defendant did have a $900 security deposit, and they kept his last check of $120, which they can't do, which is $1,020.
Your Honor, that
Stop,
check
I didn't
is-
ask you a question. I'm making my ruling. I've already taken your testimony.
Here comes the verdict. The judge picks apart Singh's vague $1,500 other claim and tosses it. It's a brutal reminder that even if you're right, if you don't prove it, you lose it.
All right.
Everybody just feels like they can say whatever they want to, and it isn't like that. You didn't do a great job of this. You need to do a better job of documenting your losses if you wish to try to collect on these rather than throw something at the wall and hope it will stick.
Mhm.
$6,100 minus 1,020. You don't even know if you have a security deposit or not. 5080. $5,080 is how much they owe. And
Okay.
there's $224 of costs. Not 500. $5,304 I find for the plaintiff. All right, you have 21 days to pay that, or they can start collecting.
That's Sting. When Singh hears he'll only get $5,080, lands heavy. He lost $3,000 of what he asked for, just because the paperwork wasn't tight. This wasn't just about justice. It was about preparation.
Now, collecting the money is a lot harder than getting a judgment. But what you can do, Mr. Singh, if they don't make any payment on this, you can do what's called a discovery subpoena and summon them into court on the ability to pay on this debt.
Okay.
Let me repeat. Now, don't tell me your address, Miss Hall, but are you guys in, Miss Bryan, are you in Sturgis? So I made a finding that you owe $5,080, which is substantially less than he asked for, about $3,000 less. But I added in a security deposit, I added in a last check, I reduced some other things. But it's still a lot of money, and he's entitled to it. All right, I'm gonna send that to each of you. Mr. Singh, let me repeat. If they don't pay or set up a payment plan, you can do a discovery hearing where they're compelled to come to court and talk about where they work and their ability to pay on the debt. If you guys can talk to each other, you can discuss payment, and I don't think you can do that. So Mr. Singh, you're probably gonna have to do a discovery subpoena after 21 days and compel them to. Miss Bryan is like, no, she doesn't wish to talk to you here today. So the judgment, $5,304 due in 21 days. If it isn't paid, you can summon them to come to court and inquire as to their ability to pay, where they're working, and other assets that they have.
Even after winning, Singh's work isn't done. The judge says it straight. Getting a judgment is easy. Collecting is hard. And for a lot of landlords, that's the painful truth. You can win and still lose.